Hello, welcome to my third grade class. My name is Audrey Stith, and I'm going to be your child's teacher at Southlands Christian School this year. I did put together this orientation to go and mimic what we will be doing on Friday at Meet Your Teacher Day, so that if you have another child in a different classroom, or you've been through my class many years before, or you're just not able to make it, I did want to take time to connect with you and get to know a little bit about how third grade operates. So we'll be going through this presentation together, and like I said, the student handbook, which is where all this information comes from, will be passed out the first week of school for your child and you to look through together. So just a little bit about third grade. I have been teaching here at Southlands. This is my 18th year, and it is my absolute pleasure to be able to be on staff here. I enjoy so much about the programs and activities at this school, and being part of this faculty is really a gift in my career. A little bit about me personally. I do have three beautiful, wonderful children that attend Southlands. My oldest, Reagan, is going into 6th grade, and I have twins, Caden and Charlotte, who are both going into 1st grade. And we are a one-stop shop here. You'll see my kids running around campus, and that is an absolute joy for me to be able to come to school with them every day. In my free time, we like to hit up the beach. We do a lot of outdoor activities. I personally am into hot yoga, and I am an avid paddleboarder. I love to be outside with a cup of coffee or a great book and just enjoying the weather that we have the blessing of in Southern California. I went to Azusa Pacific University, and I have a bachelor's degree in liberal studies, a minor in Spanish, and all of my teaching credentials are through there. So I do carry a multiple subject teaching credential for elementary school up through 9th grade, and I have served as a mentor teacher on staff here, and this is my 18th year of teaching at Southlands, so it is a blessing and a joy to be on campus here. And just want to welcome you to third grade. It is really important to me that we work together this year. I have a heart for this age. I enjoy them so much. I love the growth and the content that we teach in third grade. Everything from, it starts with really building a loving foundation and a trusting relationship between your child and me. And once we've established that, I really feel that the sky is the limit for what your child can achieve when they know that they are being cheered on, they're being held accountable, and they're also being recognized for their achievements. I feel that the sky's the limit. So we will work this year to grow your child's confidence, to build their skill set, and ultimately my most important goal is to really meet them where they are individually, challenging them where things are easy, encouraging them where things are hard, providing opportunities to build those skills up with differentiated learning techniques and things that I desire to build in with them. We will see a lot of growth this year, and it is my absolute joy to collaborate with parents. I, as a teacher, really believe that it takes all three of us, the teacher, the family, and the student, working together under the blessing of God to have success in a classroom. And if at any point in the year you want to talk with me further about your child's success or about their struggles or anything other than that, please, please, please seek me out. That is my pleasure and joy to partner with you. So how do you get a hold of me? You're probably wondering that. As you know, we do use the Schoology app. There is the web-based version and also the app of Schoology that the school uses for all of our grades. And I am required to have all of my communication go through there. So if you need to let me know your child's going to be late, or you have a question about homework, or you have something to want to meet with me, please send me a message through the Schoology Messenger. I check it regularly throughout the day, and that is the first place that you can look to collaborate with me. Also, my email address, astith@southlandcs.com. If you're having struggles with Schoology, send me an email really quickly. And also this year, there is a little bit of a change. Administration is asking that all of our meetings with families be scheduled in advance. So I'm not able to set aside time during drop-off or pickup in the morning due to my supervision activities and duties. So if you do need to talk with me, even if it's a 5-minute quick phone call, scheduling a meeting is important to me to do that through Schoology, and that will be a priority in my schedule for that. Like I said, if you don't have Schoology or you're new to our school, this is going to be your home base for how to get a hold of things like grade books, class news, the calendar, resources. I post a lot of videos and content enhancements when things are coming up, big projects. You'll see that I will post videos and how-tos on how to do that. You can also find our daily homework agenda listed there and any updates throughout the week that come in. So if you don't have Schoology, sign up by this week. That way we can get any confusion out of the way and make sure you're connected to our classroom. The second part that you want to sign up for, there will be a letter in your child's Monday envelope in regards to PowerSchool. PowerSchool is our big overseer of our school's domain system. And what's great about that is they offer a weekly grade report that you can have emailed. So for my kids, I get it on Friday afternoons, and it lets me know test scores, classwork, anything that's been entered into the grade book, all in one page, sent in as an email. So I recommend that you sign up for that. When you sign up for PowerSchool and Schoology, you will have options to have it alert you with notifications. I highly recommend you set those to on. That way you're getting messages from Schoology with alerts, and same with PowerSchool grade report when you sign up for that. If you have more questions, just send me an email. I'm happy to help you. Due next Friday is the student info sheet. At the very back of the pamphlet that you have, the handbook, there is a QR code. And what that will be is it's just a digital information sheet. It asks for things like who picks your child up from school and what activities do they do? What are your goals for them this year? So I really love to partner with parents, and this is our first primary step so that I know where you guys are coming from. You know your child better than anyone. And so any information you want to share with me, preferences, struggles, things that they've overcome recently, please let me know. No information is discounted. It's all important. For my classroom management policy, I want to let you know that kids are kids. And we're going to work this year so well together in helping your child to be the best version of themselves. So I will be communicating with you regularly, obviously through things like our newsletter and agenda. We'll do the daily things of what's required for school activities and homework and such. But in addition to that, I really value sending emails through Schoology about your child's progress. So that will be positive and negative things that we need to correct and so on. But do know that I am here to partner with you. And that I do have your child's heart and best interest in mind when reaching out to you, that I'm pivoting from a space of partnership. So if you hear from me, don't be worried. We all will work together. When it comes to behavior in the classroom, I really believe in positive modeling of positive skills. So you're welcome to come in at any time and come and enjoy our classroom as a volunteer. But if you'd like to come in, what you'll see is that the classroom kind of works in a situation like this. If something is undesirable behavior, your child's going to receive a warning from me. After that, if the behavior continues, a private one-on-one conversation is where we're going to head to next, where we have a little bit of dialogue, make sure that we're on the same page about what's expected, what's going on, why is that happening, and such. If the behavior is still continuing, I tend to work with something called a think sheet, which is just Ms. Stith is saying I'm doing this. This is what I think I'm doing. Here's why I'm doing it. Here's why I shouldn't do it. Here's the consequences of that. And here's what I'm going to do next time. And then if we do need to move to consequences like 5 minutes of recess missed or such of idea. And then from there, the most important part for me for behavior policies is that we have a restoration. I want your child to know that I love them, that I care for them, and that I want them to be the best version of themselves, and that we'll work together to get to that. So if you have any questions as we go forward with that, please just open a line of communication. So like I said, it's so important to me to foster a positive relationship with your child. We're together for a lot of hours during the week, and I want them to feel safe and loved in my classroom. So the emphasis ends up being, let's work for next time if I have this. Instead, I'll choose this activity or this response or this wording. And so that is the way that we will handle behavior modification in here. Something new to our school this year that we're really excited to launch is our SOAR program. So as you can see, SOAR stands for safety, ownership, acceptance, and respect. And this is our positive reinforcement system that we are going to start from elementary on up. Our elementary is going to have the domains of hallway, restroom, chapel, playground, cafeteria, the library, and the classroom as areas where we're going to look for where your child is succeeding. What are they doing well? And so you will hear your kids talk about this. And what it means is as they get a SOAR ticket, they can receive one from any staff member, any faculty member for being caught being good, doing something wonderful. And they will be able to accumulate these throughout the year. And every time they get to another amount, so over here on the right hand side, they will be able to earn the reward, and that will be every single level that they achieve, they get one of those. If you hear your child say they get a SOAR ticket, this is what they're referring to. For our school schedule, we start school at 8:15. That means that your child needs to be in our classroom at 8:15. So what I like to tell parents is a little jingle that goes like this: get here at 8 and you won't be late. We know things happen with freeways. We know things happen in the parking lot, having to get a parking spot, get out of the car and get into school. So if you aim to be on campus at 8, it is really wonderful for your child to be able to have some chill out time before they have to go into class. So we do have extended care, and if you need to get to school as early as I think it's 6 o'clock in the morning, we do offer services. You can sign up for that. But if you're not interested in paying for morning care, your child can be on campus as early as 7:45 in the morning, and they will go right out to the playground, the blacktop area in the morning. And then we have lunch 11:30, and we have dismissal at 3 o'clock. And then, of course, we do have our early dismissal schedule and our noon dismissal schedules that will happen through the year. Early dismissal starts at 1:30 for third grade. That's a change from second grade. And our noon dismissal is 11:30 a.m. So if you do see those, that's what it will say. And I tend to write the time so you will know. After 3:30 p.m., your child will be going to extended care. So if they're going to stay until 3:30, no charges. After 3:30, there will be charges from extended care. And that is true for noon dismissals and early dismissals as well. We do not start charging for childcare until 3:30. Something that's helpful to know. So in the mornings, where should I drop off my child? For Monday mornings, we will have morning opening Monday morning every week. It takes place on the blacktop, which if you walk out of our hallway of P6 where our classroom is, it'll be straight on those basketball courts in the front. You'll see all the students lining up and a number 3 where our grade will line up. I will be out there to help the first week of school, of course. And Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays, the rest of the week, your child is going to line up on the ramp that goes into our classroom. So they will come in the morning to our classroom directly, except Mondays on the blacktop. For drop off and pickup, this is a change from second grade. So we do drop off and pickup for third grade and up through the front drive-through. So you're going to want to go and pull through the drive-through. We are not to be using the parking lot because we reserve that for our preschool to kindergarten families. So after school, make sure, please, talk to your child about who's going to be picking them up. This helps us as a staff to know where to send your child. If they're going to extended care, we will send them to the playground. If they're going to be picked up by 3:30, we're going to go out to the front driveway. And any students that are still out there after 3:30 will go to extended care, and you'll go to the extended care office across from our cafeteria to pick up your child. So making sure that you have understanding of that policy. And if you have any questions on where that stuff is, please just let me know. I'm happy to direct you. So absences and sicknesses. I know that we are coming out of a couple of years of COVID situation. And so we just want to reiterate, number one, that attendance is important. If your child is sick, they need to stay home. But if they are well, please bring them to school. So what is a sick child? Well, if your child has a fever, over 99 degrees, 99.6, or vomiting, or they're contagious, please keep them home. They need to stay home for 24 hours without those symptoms before returning to school. And then if your child has a doctor's